Today on my feed, I have noticed a lot of people going to X and even posting videos on YouTube talking about how they have once been Democrats and they've been registered Democrats for 20 years, 30 years, or they've been registered Democrats since whenever. And now, because of what happened to Charlie Kirk, they're going out and posting a lot saying, oh, now I'm registered Republican, and you know, the Democrats have gone evil and they're showing their true colors, and they're no longer my party, and the left left me, and they're just going on and on and on about how they're leaving the left because of Charlie Kirk. And while that's all well and good, and I think you should probably leave the left if you feel that way, does that mean necessarily you should register as a Republican? I mean, to me, this whole thing we're seeing since the shooting, to me, it kind of feels as though it's worth
fucking nothing.
Yeah, really. Doesn't mean anything. This feels like nothing more than just an attention grab. Like people are seeking attention because of the tragedy, and people are now suddenly have this righteous indignation, and oh, now I'm leaving the left because they shot Charlie Kirk. Not because I disagree with their political ideology, no, but because I don't want to seem like a moral pariah and an outcast. So I'm going to stand up and say, I'm registering as a Republican today because they shot Charlie Kirk and I can't stand with murderers. Look, that's great. I hope that's true. But to me, it just really feels like you're doing nothing more than just shouting into the camera.
Don't forget about me today.
So yeah, I am sure we will see polls come out in the next few days about the upswing in registered Republicans because of Charlie Kirk's death. And we're already seeing it online with the hashtag Charlie Kirk effect or the Charlie Kirk effect. You can go out there and search on X, and you can look on YouTube, and you'll see plenty of videos where people are talking about just that. And you know what? If it's sincere and they're serious about it, that's great. But I don't think what happened on September 10th to Charlie Kirk is enough to change their entire political view. Are these people who are now registering as Republicans really understand what that means? And do they truly align with the conservative values that we do? I mean, let's think about this logically for a second. Forever, up until September 10th, they hated conservatives. They hated Republicans. They voted with the Democratic left and probably espoused a lot of their hatred and vile and venom. They didn't want to listen to our arguments on being pro-life. They don't want to listen to our arguments on being pro-Second Amendment. They don't want to listen to our arguments about being pro-speech and free speech, and that there is no such thing as hate speech. And by the way, Pam Bondi, I saw what you said.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will absolutely target you, go after you, if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
And you're wrong for that. And I'm glad that all the conservatives then followed up on that post and were calling you out as this is horrible, horrible ideology. This is not what we believe in. Get your shit together. But back to my point. Do they understand what it means to have those values? Do they really agree and align with them? I don't think so. I don't think that they really and truly align with conservative values. And it's easy to say right now because we're not in an election year. What will happen when they go into that voting booth next year for the midterms, or in a few more years after that for 2028? What's going to happen when this eventually calms a bit and time passes and wounds heal and they have a chance to think about it? Will they remain part of the Republican Party, or is this, again, just them saying, don't forget about me today? because I don't buy it. I'm just not buying it. I don't think they truly understand what it means to be conservative. They don't understand what it means to be a Republican. And I think that ultimately that could end up hurting the Republican Party and conservative values as a whole. It's almost like you're diluting something that doesn't need to be diluted. It needs to be strengthened, in my opinion, right? So that's my thought on this today. I really would like to know what you think. Are you believing all of these people who are going out there and saying they're now registered Republicans? Do you think they truly hold that conservative ideology at heart? Are they now pro-life? Are they now pro-Second Amendment? Are they now pro-free speech? And I know the Second Amendment one is hard because of the fact that Charlie Kirk was shot, but we still need the Second Amendment. It's very vital to our country as a whole. So let me know in the comment section what you think. I am really curious to see what you think about this one. And as always, I'll see you in the comment section.